and smoke has nowhere left to go. We climbed the marble stairs to find the key, but the doors were open and the hall was empty. We spent our lives waiting for a holy sign, while the dust was settling on the sacred wine. The stars are silent, the wind is cold. We've outgrown the stories that we were told. The compass is broken, the north is gone, and we're standing here in the gray of the dawn. God is dead and the heavens are white. There's nowhere left for the spirit to hide. We took the light and we made it our own, but now we're sitting on an empty throne. Yeah, the old world's gone. It's a heavy weight to be the masters of our own fate in this mellow, lonely state. No more shadows to blame for the things we do. No more heaven to turn the gray into blue. It's a terrifying freedom, a beautiful pain, to walk through the fire and to stand in the rain. We killed the ghost to find the man inside. Now there's no more ocean for the moon to tide. Don't look up to the empty blue. The only salvation is living in you. Build your own temple, write your own song in the place where the lonely and the brave belong. It's a high price to pay to finally be free, to see the world what it's meant to be. God is dead and the heavens are white. There's nowhere left for the spirit to hide. We took the light and we made it our own, but now we're sitting on an empty throne. Yeah, the old world's gone. It's a heavy weight to be the masters of our own fate. It's up to us now, baby. No more whispers from the clouds, just the rhythm of the heart. In this mellow soul groove, the throne is empty, but the soul is full. We are the creators now. The silence is the song. Write your own truth. I'm standing in a room full of neon and noise, watching all the grown men playing with their toys. Everybody shouting, trying to lead the way, but nobody's listening to a word they say. It's a symphony, a crowded, empty hall, where the one who speaks the loudest says nothing at all. The truth is a mountain, steady and tall. It doesn't need to scream, it doesn't quiet, babe. Let the truth do the talking. In this mellow soul groove, the silent river flows so deep. If you know, you know. And you don't have to say a thing. Staring at the mountain, reaching for the blue, looking at a map that's worn out and new. The horizon is 1,000,000 miles away, and the clouds are heavy in a shade of gray. You're standing on the edge, frozen in the fear, wondering if the end is ever gonna be near. It's a long, long road, honey, to the promised land, with a lot of empty space and a lot of desert sand. But don't you look at the summit, don't you look at the peak. The kind of vision only makes a spirit weak. Just look at the ground right where you stand and feel the power moving in the palm of your hand. A journey of 1,000 miles, baby, listen close. It ain't about the finish or who does the most. It begins with a single step, just a little move. Put your foot in the dirt and find the groove. One step today, another one tonight. Walking slow and steady towards the morning light. Dusty on my leather, sun up on my back, looking for a rhythm on a lonely track. You don't need a miracle, you don't need a wings, just a simple courage that a beginning brings. Yesterday is a shadow, tomorrow is a ghost, but the step you're taking now is what matters the most. It's the hardest one to take, the very first one, before the race is over, before the race is won. It's a leap of faith in a quiet kind of way, turning all the someday into today. Another one tonight, walking slow and steady toward the morning light. Just one step, baby, that's all you need. Keep on walking, keep on moving in this mellow soul groove. 1,000 miles starts right here. waiting for a storm that never seemed to fall. I let the whispers of the world dictate my pace, running from the ghosts in every empty space. My heart was like a bird inside a silver cage, afraid to turn a leaf and start a brand new page. But the silence finally told me a secret in the dark, about the difference between the fire and the spark. Everything is heavy when you're carrying the weight of 1,000 little terrors knocking at your gate. Oh, courage is knowing, baby, what not to fear. It's a vision in the spirit, it's a whisper in the ear. You don't have to tremble when the phantoms come to call, 'cause some things in this life don't have any power at all. Yeah, find the truth and let the shadows disappear. Courage is knowing what not to fear. Don't be afraid of the ending of the night. The sun is always waiting just beyond your sight. Don't be afraid of a heart that's been a little bruised, or the no that left you feeling lonely and confused. Those are just the ripples on a deep and steady sea. They can't touch the rhythm of the man you're meant to be. It's a quiet kind of power, a steady kind of light, distinguishing the demons from the beauty of the night. When you stop fighting the wind and start to use the breeze, that's when you find a soul can walk upon the sea. Oh, courage is knowing, baby, what not to fear. It's a vision in the spirit, it's a whisper in the ear. You don't have to tremble when the phantoms come to call, 'cause some things in this life don't have any power at all. Yeah, find the truth and let the shadows disappear. Courage is knowing what not to fear. What not to fear, baby. Let the ghosts go by. Keep your spirit steady in this mellow soul groove. Wisdom is the light. Knowing, just knowing. Don't be afraid of the wind. I'm sitting in a room where the echoes never end, watching every stranger trying to be a friend. They're throwing out their voices like coins into a well, with 1,000 hollow stories that they're dying to tell. The air is getting heavy with the weight of the sound, but there isn't any treasure, just the static on the ground. It's a long, lonely rhythm when you're talking for the sake of covering the silence and the choices that you make. Words are like the autumn leaves blowing in the street, with no place to land and no heart for them to meet. Wise men speak because they have something to say. They wait for the light of a much better day, but a fool's gonna golden word is heavy, but the hollow one's a lie. Don't drown out the truth in the middle of the night. I'd rather be the man standing quiet in the dark, waiting for the moment, waiting for the spark, to say the thing that matters, to say the thing that's true, instead of painting pictures in a faded shade of blue. Silence isn't empty, no, it's full of all the things that a busy mind is missing and a peaceful spirit brings. Measure every breath, let the echoes fade away. Don't be the one with nothing left at the end of the day, except a tired throat and a world that didn't hear the melody of wisdom underneath the noise and fear. Something to say. They wait for the light of a much better day. But a fool's gonna talk just because he has to speak, filling up the silence when his spirit's getting weak. Yeah, a golden word is heavy, but the hollow one's a lie. Don't drown out the truth in the middle of the night. Something to say, babe, or just fill in the space. Let the silence breathe in this mellow soul groove. Wisdom is a quiet fire. Something to say. Not just talking. Walking under the neon, holding the gold. The story they tell you is the one you've been sold. The bright lights of victory, the roar of the crowd. It's easy to stand when the music is loud, but the trophies gather dust on a shelf in the hall, while the real battle's waiting after the fall. The sun's gonna set, the shadows will creep. The promises you made are getting hard to keep. It's easy to smile when the world's on your side, but there's nowhere for a broken man to hide. 'Cause I really think a champion, baby, listen close, ain't defined see. The wind is in the rising, not the trophy, but the heart in this mellow soul groove. How you get back up? That's the definition. They're sitting in the corner, staring at the wall, telling you the ceiling is too high for you to fall. They say this is the garden that was planted for your feet. Stay inside the shadows, stay off the sun-drenched street. Yeah, it's a comfortable prison, a story already told, where the hearts are getting heavy and the dreams are getting old. But I feel a restless rhythm kicking in my chest, a fire in the valley that won't let me rest. They've accepted the silence, they've accepted the gray, but I'm looking for a different kind of day. Yeah. street, lost in the gray, searching for a rhythm to get me through the day. I was a half-written song, a melody in wait, until I saw your shadow standing by the gate. Didn't have to speak, didn't have to try. I saw the same reflection in the corner of your eye. It's more than a feeling, more than a sign. It's a cosmic thread that's starting to intertwine. We're breathing the same air, we're catching the same light, moving like a river through the middle of the night. Friendship is a single soul dwelling in two bodies. It's the secret chord in all our favorite melodies. Yeah, you're the heartbeat underneath my skin. Where I fade out, that's where you begin. One spirit, two lives, walking hand in hand. The only truth that I finally understand. Well, when the wind gets heavy and the rain starts to fall, I don't have to worry, I don't have to call, 'cause I feel your spirit steady in my hand, helping me to find a place where I can stand. My joy is your laughter, your tears are my own. In this big old world, we're never truly alone. Like two candles burning with a single flame, different faces, but the fire is the same. It's a miracle of mercy, a gift from above, the purest kind of harmony, the deepest kind of love. Friendship is a single soul dwelling in two bodies. It's the secret chord in all our favorite melodies. Yeah, you're the heartbeat underneath my skin. Where I fade out, that's where you begin. One spirit, two lives, walking hand in hand. One soul dwelling into you and me, baby. The same rhythm, the same groove. Keep on shining, keep on moving. One soul, just one soul, just one soul. I spend my days chasing every light, climbing the towers in the middle of the night. I gather the facts like silver and gold, thinking I had the story all bought and sold. I wore a crown of reasons, a robe of pride, with nowhere left for the mystery to hide. But the sky is deep and the ocean is wide, and the more I see, the less I can find. The stars are whispering a secret song about a man who's been right far too long. I know that I know nothing at all. The higher the ego, the harder the fall. I see the talkers with their silver tongues, shouting their truths from the top of their lungs. They've got an answer for every prayer, but they're building castles out of thin air. I'd rather be the student with an open hand, walking through the dust of this beautiful land. It's a quiet grace, a humble kind of sound, finding the heaven right here on the ground. Don't be afraid of the I don't know. That's the only soil where the soul can grow. Yeah, I know that I know nothing at all. The higher the ego, the harder the fall to see the truth. You gotta clear the shelf. The wisest man is a stranger to himself. Yeah, when you embrace the empty space inside, that's where the real wisdom starts to Keep your empty, baby. Let the mystery flow through you. Taste the beautiful unknown. The more I learn, the less I see. Ignorance is a door. This is at the light. I know nothing, and that's all right. I've been laying bricks since the morning sun, building up a legacy second to none. Year by year, through the sweat and the rain, adding to the honor, washing out the stain. Every promise kept, every hand I've stayed, is a pillar in the temple that I've slowly made. But the foundation is thinner than it seems. In this world of fragile, golden dreams, it's a long, long road to reach the height, but a heavy fall in the middle of the night. It takes a lifetime, baby, to build your name, but only 5 minutes to lose the game. One single moment can tear it all down, turn a golden king into a lonely clown. If you really think about the cost deep inside, you might take a different kind of ride. Yeah, you walk a different line. Oh, one slip of the tongue, one moment of pride, nowhere for a broken hide. You can spend 40 years being true and kind, and leave it all shivering, blowing in the wind. The glass is shattered, the mirror is torn, you're left standing in the cold of the morn. Watch your step on the velvet floor. Don't go knocking on the devil's door. Pause for a second, take a breath and see the weight of your own history before you let a moment steal the years away. Think about the price you're gonna have to pay. 5 minutes, that's all it takes. Think about the choices that a wise man makes. Keep it steady, keep it true. Don't let the 5 minutes get the best of you. Watching waves go by, looking for a reason not to even try. Got a heart of velvet, but a mind of stone. Keeping all your dreams in the safety zone. You're polished like a diamond, shining on a shelf, but you're just a stranger, even to yourself. The clock is ticking, honey, on the wall, but you're so busy waiting for the fall. Don't you know the silence is the loudest sound when you never let your spirit off the ground? Are you still afraid to fail when the wind is blowing in your sail? You can't reach the island if you won't leave the shore. There's so much more behind that door. Tell me, brother, tell me, sister, deep inside, are you still afraid to fail? Every stumble is a rhythm, every scar a song. That's how you find the place where you belong. The greatest master was a fool at the start, before he found the fire in his heavy heart. It's okay to wobble, it's okay to slide. Just don't let the magic flicker out inside. The only ghost that's haunting you is what if and maybe, but maybe never made a soul. And what if it's just a lady? Break the mirror, step outside the frame. The universe is calling out your name. Are you still afraid to fail when the wind is blowing in your sail? You can't reach the island if you won't leave the shore. There's so much more behind that door. Tell me, brother, tell me, sister, deep inside, are you still afraid to fail? Don't be afraid to trip, baby. That's just how we dance. Fail a little, learn a lot in this mellow soul groove. Keep on reaching, keep on trying. Are you still afraid? Don't be afraid. But the walls are getting higher and the air is getting cold when you're the only owner of a story untold. A treasure in a desert is just a pile of sand if you never let it slip into a brother's hand. The river only sings when it's heading to the sea, and the fruit only grows when you give it to the tree. It's a rhythm, it's a cycle, it's the way it's meant to be. No man can become rich, no, not truly deep inside, without opening his heart and turning back the tide. Can't find the glory while you're standing all alone. You can't build a kingdom on a solitary stone. If you wanna fill your cup, you gotta let the water flow, enriching every soul and every spirit that you know. That's the only way to grow. Oh, that's the only way to grow. Yeah, you plant a little seed in another person's field and watch the magic harvest that the kindness starts to yield. When you lift a heavy head, when you help a neighbor rise, you see a different kind of diamond shining in their eyes. The wealth that you distribute is the only kind that stays to light up all the shadows of your lonely days. It ain't about the paper, it ain't about the greed, it's about the simple grace of meeting someone's need. The more you give away, the more you're gonna find a golden state of spirit and a peaceful state of back the tide. You can't find the glory while you're standing all alone. You can't build a kingdom on a solitary stone. If you wanna fill your cup, you gotta let the water flow, enriching every soul and every spirit that you know. Pass it on, baby. Let the riches flow from heart to heart. You get what you give, yeah. In this mellow soul groove, yeah. Enriching others, that's where the gold is, the true gold. I try to walk where the sun always shines, to leave the shadows and the thorns behind. But the path was hollow and the air was thin. I couldn't find the fire that burns within, until the storm came crashing at my door and left me shivering on the kitchen floor. But that's the moment when the spirit starts to wake. Every teardrop is a seed in the ground, waiting for the wisdom to be found. steady and slow. 'Cause I've been to the places where the lonely go. Gold is tempered in the hottest flame, and a soul is forged by a secret name. Don't run from the sting, don't hide from the cold. That's how the greatest stories are told. Oh, we cannot learn without the pain. Can't see the harvest without the pouring rain. It's a heavy cost, a bitter kind of truth. The scars we carry are the proof of our youth. Yeah. Every scar is a lesson, every heartache is a step. Keep on learning, keep on growing in the mellow groove of life. Walking through a city made of neon and glass, watching all the hollow-hearted people pass. They got silver tongues and a velvet smile, but they only want to walk a shallow mile. They offer you a hand, but it's cold as ice, selling you a version of a paradise that's got no price. You're searching for a diamond in a pile of stone, looking for a rhythm you can call your own. But the truth is a way that some just can't live. Yeah, it's a heavy burden, it's a sacred share. Honesty is a very expensive gift. It's the kind of treasure that makes the spirit live. So don't go looking for the truth in a bargain bin. Don't expect it from cheap people, baby. It's a sin. Yeah, keep your heart high, leave the low behind. Real gold is a vintage find. I've seen the players and I've seen the fakes, giving only half of what a real soul takes. They got 1,000 words, but not a single dime of the kind of realness that can stand the test of time. They're living on the surface, afraid They tell me, baby, just play the game. Hide your heart and you'll win the fame. But I'd rather stand in the pouring rain than wear a smile that's built on hollow pain. It's a crowded room, but a lonely view when nobody knows the version that is true. I'm clearing out the smoke. I'm letting go of all the faces that are just for show. Being honest may not get you many friends. No, it won't fill the house until the story ends. But when the seasons change and the shadows run, it'll always get you the right ones. It'll get you the right ones. A bitter kind of wine, but it tastes much better than a sweet and light. Some might walk away, some might close the door, but I don't need 1,000 people anymore. I just need the few who see my soul, the ones who stay to help me feel whole. It's a narrow path, the quiet to tread, but I can rest my weary, peaceful head. 'Cause gold is rare and diamonds are few, just like the heart that stays honest with you.
Standing on a mountain all by yourself, chasing the glory and the golden wealth. But the wind is cold when you're at the peak, and the words of a lonely man sound so weak. You're carrying the world upon your shoulders alone, building a castle but you're sitting on a cold stone. See the hands that help you rise. True power isn't hidden in a single man's eyes. yeah. Share the light, let the rhythm play. Yeah. Open up your spirit, let the people in. That's where the real victory begins. Give away the honor, share the heavy load. We're all just travelers on this winding